Prabowo Subianto was one of Indonesia's most reviled men. The son-in-law of a former Indonesian president, General Suharto, Prabowo has been accused of kidnapping, human rights abuses and an attempted coup. But today, the retired army general is the leading presidential candidate in Indonesia's 2014 elections. In just over a decade, Prabowo has transformed from one of the most despised men in Indonesia to one of the most celebrated. And it seems he doesn't like it when he's reminded of his past, as I did when I met him at a meeting with foreign journalists.
Those who do not learn from history will be condemned to reface the problems and disasters of history. So I'm somebody who really would like to learn from the past.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Rebecca.
Okay. Pak Prabowo, Rebecca from Tempo. Just to take up that point of learning from the past, a lot of human rights organizations here in Indonesia, local organizations, have said that if you were elected, it would be a major step back in terms of solving human rights abuses, past abuses, and any that come in the future. Because they say, how do you expect someone to hold up human rights if that person themselves is an alleged abuser? How do you respond to those allegations that are coming from Indonesians, and how would you deal particularly with the case of Munir and that case that's ongoing?
I knew that question would come. You know, I've answered this many, many times. I can ask you to refer to the YouTube. But I will address this question. Yeah. We have opted for a democratic system. Let the Indonesian people decide. Do you come to us and tell us that 250 million Indonesians are all stupid? I've been campaigning in front of many Indonesian audiences for 15 years. This is my third general election. Let the Indonesian people decide. Let them scrutinize the past. Let them decide who will be their elected leaders. Yeah. Accusations are part of the political game. Defamation of character, you know. So every time my polls go up, these type of accusations will rise. And, you know, so let's be committed to democracy, right? And let's address the real fundamentals of the Indonesian problem.
When Suharto's 32-year reign came to an end, members of the Indonesian Special Forces unit that Prabowo commanded were accused of kidnapping democracy advocates and ordering the rape of ethnic Chinese women. Due to these allegations, he was dismissed from the army and shunned by the Jakarta elite. He began living in self-exile in Jordan. He has also been accused of human rights abuses in East Timor and as a result has been barred from entering the United States. Prabowo was never charged with any wrongdoing and he claims that he wasn't involved with any human rights abuses.
Human rights is very, very critical, very important. I'm very committed to human rights. Yeah. Of course, there are certain groups that have demonized me, that have stigmatized me. I always consider that part of the risk of my position, my profession. And I'm at peace with myself. I'm proud of my record. I am a strong Indonesian patriot. I will defend Indonesia's national interest. I have put my life at stake for the honor and the independence of my country.
And on the Munir case, Pak?
What about the Munir case? What are you implying? You implying that I'm involved in Munir's case?
No, I'm asking if you become president, what you would do. The former president or the current president said that that was a test for the nation And according to his widow, that case is not resolved. So I'm wondering if you become president, whether you will see that as a test for Indonesia and what you would do to resolve in that latest human rights abuse that happened in Indonesia, the killing of Munir.
Well, we have legal courts. We have legal courts. We have legal institutions. We have to improve the legal institutions. We have NGOs.
Munir Talib was Indonesia's most prominent human rights activist. He was poisoned in 2004 on a flight from Jakarta to Amsterdam. Munir's campaigning in part led to Prabowo being dismissed from the military for the kidnapping of student protesters by his officers. The masterminds behind Munir's murder have never been brought to justice.